Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. We have just topped up both the dairies, so we now need to sell the excess milk. Still in the first part of March. Did contract on field 17 for fertilising, so that's been done. I have re-sowed the communal grass areas and got the environmental score up for there up to 100, so well chuffed with that. So we're going to take this down to the old cow barn and get the milk collected and get that sold as well. And then we are going to try to correct the nitrogen on field 3 because it doesn't look quite right. So I'll get this filled up and probably set it on auto drive to sell the milk. We will grab the McCormick and head into field 3. So we've got the McCormick and the sulky spreader. I can't remember if I've said already, but the horse one has gone back. The tracks on it are too wide to do anything in a field that's already planted, so that's why it's gone back for now. But it was very, very handy. So let's just take a look at field 3 and the precision farming score. So 97, and it's saying the nitrogen is low. So if we go back to here, you'll see there's areas where it doesn't look to be exactly the same as the other soil types through those areas. So I think what we need to do, and that's because we didn't plant this before, I think. So what I want to do, there goes the tanker with the milk. That's cool to see. I do like that. So we will head to the middle of the field-ish and turn on the spreader, and we'll see what, if anything, happens. I don't think it's going to make a fat lot of difference. Let's just check in the map, and we're in the wrong place, so that hasn't overly helped, has it? So if we head this way, where is that patch? I wonder if it's just a graphical error then, maybe. No. Very odd. I think that it should have made a difference. Maybe not. So we'll carry on down here and we'll see if it does anything at all. So after having absolutely zero success trying it that way, we are going to test to see if the what's this called again? The Isaria Pro Active will make any difference. Now, I am not 100% sure we're at the right growth stage, but it's only cost us 1,400 quid, I think, to lease it, so worth a try. So I'll get back up to the field and yeah, we'll give it a go. So we're in the field and it is actually making a difference, which is cool. So we're at the right growth stage to be doing this. It's a slightly narrower working width than we used to with this spreader, but nevertheless it is scanning and it is working. So I think a couple of headlands and we'll get a GPS course set and then start some up and down rows. So headlands done and a GPS course set. So if we just take a look at the nitrogen map, you can see, especially around where we've been around the headland, the difference it makes. So it's scanning, and then because there's a slight difference with the working widths of the scanner and the spreader, it doesn't quite catch where it's scanned. So you can see here where we're going to go over it again in a little bit and top it up. So yeah, it's working really well. So I'm going to crack on, do a bit more, and catch up in a little while. Last little bit of the field now, and it is applying, well, literally nothing at the minute, but yeah, it's just topping it up, so it's absolutely bang on. So we can now turn that off and turn off the sensor. We can just tab to that and fold it up, GPS off, and we can head off the field. And in fact, before we do that, let's just take a quick look to see if the score has done anything. 97. Now that is odd. That is odd indeed. The only thing I think it might be is, I don't know if you can see, but this area here. Now, I'm not sure as to what that is, but I'm going to have a bit of a play. I think it may have been something from when I did the landscaping for the shed build. So let me have a test of that, and I'll get back to you in a minute. So I've managed to spread that tiny little bit there. You'll see it's green now. And it's made no difference. The only thing I can think is it's maybe this area. Now, we'd landscape that before I swapped over the map, so maybe it needs the soil information rebuying, and then I don't know. That's one to test another day. So we'll just very carefully reverse down this embankment, and so the money's gone up. The milk sold. Finally, I did have to go and help out a little bit. The auto drive course near the farmers market is a bit tight, let's put it that way. So I'm going to head to the next field, which I think is going to be 23. So we'll get that done. Let's put some beacons on, and yeah, I'll see you when we get down there. So you can see, again, bottom left corner, that the scanner is picking up a lower level of nitrogen, and then obviously we're applying what we need to bring it up to the perfect level. So it's pretty cool. I'm glad it's working. I was a bit apprehensive, I guess. I tried it before months and months and months ago on a test save, and didn't have much luck. But yeah, it's working well, and yeah, I don't know. It's one of them, isn't it? It's probably not overly worth it, but it's good to test the features of precision farming, and yeah, do something a little bit different. I don't think we'll do it all the time, but yeah, doesn't hurt to try it once, does it? So whilst we're set on GPS and cruise control, I just wanted to show you the nitrogen map for the field, and I find it very interesting, the areas where it's low, and then you get these little patches where it's higher. So it's obviously, yeah, detecting something in the soil somehow, or in the plant, should I say now. We're not, yeah, not analysing the soil, we're analysing the plants at this point. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's neat bit of kit, and obviously the bonus with precision farming is that the spreaders turn off automatically, so you can just, well, I do, leave them running, and yeah, make your turns, stick back the GPS on. Stick back the GPS on? Sound like Yoda. Stick the GPS back on and carry on up the field. So for the last field, thought I'd see if it'd work on course play. So, workers positioning themselves. Okay, scanners unfolded. And all we need now is for them to turn on the spreader. There we go. Wicked. So that is going to do that job for us. Fantastic. Nice one. So if you ever wondered, the crop scanner does work with course play. So, brilliant. The score for 23 has not changed, so we'll leave that now. I'm guessing it's got something to do with this area around here, but yeah, oh well, never mind. So what are we on here? 99. So again, that's nitrogen that's low, but 99 or 100 to me is an acceptable score. It's just the ones that won't budge that frustrate me. So 21 can be done by a worker, so that's good. I think once that is done, we're going to skip into the second day of March, or the second part of March. Yeah, so I'm going to go off for some tea, and we'll let that work away nicely. Shouldn't have probably stood there. But yeah, cool. Right, see you in a minute. Well, it's the second part of March, and I'm just going to leave that there a second, and I want to show you how much wool we've got. So we'll leg it over here, jump the sheet. Look at all this. I mean, that is some serious cash sat there, and there's a fair bit over at the community area as well. So yeah, next month I think the price peaks in April for wool, I seem to recall. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, April. So yeah, next month we'll be selling that, and I think that will fund, well, I know it will fund, hopefully, the new combine. So we'll obviously part exchange ours and sell the header trailer, all that lot. So yeah, so we should have, fingers crossed, a new combine for when harvest comes around. So what we're going to do today, well, me being the absolute noob that I am, hadn't realised that we could plant sunflowers in March. So that's what we're going to do. So going to use the JCB. Haven't used it a great deal since we actually bought it. So yeah, we'll use the JCB. We'll hook up to the Kinsey planter, get all that filled up, and yeah, head down to the field that's going to be sunflowers. Just pulled up at the field. So field 20 and 22, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Should know these by now. Yeah, 2022. Cool. So we are just over 3/4 full. Haven't actually got a clue whether that's going to be enough or not, but we'll give it a go. Now, I think I'm going to do some headlands first, and then yeah, we'll yeah, do the up and down rows and get these sunflowers in the ground. Headlands done, and on to the up and downs now. I say headlands done, I've only done one this end. I was focusing on the rather hilly end of the field, so we will run along this one again, just because it makes it a darn sight easier to turn. And yeah, got a GPS heading set, so shouldn't take us long to knock this field out. I'm loving the fact that the weeds are going. I will have to come back and spray them, but at least for now, once we're done, it'll look a lot better than it does currently. So just as we head back up the field, if we take a look at the soil composition section, you'll see we've got knees rolling turned on, and it doesn't need doing. So that is the mod I mentioned last episode, I think, in action. So for crops that you plant, sunflowers being one of them, it takes away the needs rolling state, so handy. So I think we're probably going to need more seed, so what I'm thinking of doing is getting the truck, getting the curtain side trailer, filling it up with seed, and then we can load from that, because we are going to need it in the future, so it won't be wasted money. So we'll see how far we get and catch up shortly. So we've just hit 25% left in the tank. Bear in mind we only started with 76%, so it's going to be close, I think. I know the runs are going to start getting shorter soon, so we may do it. Let's just have a quick look. Let it save. Yeah, maybe not. It's not a problem though. It'd be interesting to see how far we get until we and then if we have to get the lorry out, we will. Like I said before, we're going to need the seed for field number 2 and 6. So yeah, we'll see how far we get, and rather than doing any more time lapse, I will just catch up with you when we run out. Down to the last 50 litres now, and not wanting to be pessimistic, but I don't think we're going to have enough, which is mildly annoying because we've probably got 3 passes left. We will run down here though, get it completely empty, and then go and grab the seed from the store. If we'd have only filled it up right from the start, we probably would have been okay. Well, we definitely would have been okay. So never mind. It's not the end of the world, is it? Right, 28,000 litres of seed. So we can just engine off on that, hop out, and get back in to the JCB. Hopefully, if we back up a touch, we can refill from the trailer. There we go. Marvellous. Love it when a plan comes together. You need to, if you haven't already, and if you don't know who they are, Argsy and the Farm Sim guy had me in absolute stitches watching their latest episode on No Man's Land. So if you haven't already, go and check them out, because, yeah, I was absolutely laughing out loud. Right, so that is going to be more than enough. So we can head back over here, line up with our GPS course. There we go, turn the planter on, lower it down, and we can finish getting the sunflowers in. Final bit of the field, and I think we've used about 80 litres of seed. So it was close, but never mind. So that's all good. Let's just check on the map. Lovely. So we can turn that off, raise it up and fold it. And we can park up. There we go. So we need to... I thought I was drifting it then, but I forgot it rotates. Oh dear. So we do need to fertilise this field. I think that's a job for the McCormick and the Sulky. But other than that, I think we are possibly done for this episode. Just thinking. No, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to unload the seed back at the main farm. We're going to get round, pick up all the produce, get that sold, and then we'll end the episode there, I think. Right then, all loaded up. We've got eggs, honey, sunflower oil, canola oil, butter, cheese, everything that we can find. And we are at the general store. So, let's make a complete hash of pulling into there. And then get everything sold. There we go. Eggs disappearing steadily. I'll just try and get some of the oil to start going. There we go. As soon as those eggs go at the front, we can pull right forward. There we go. Try to get everything to sell in one go. And it looks like we will. 44, 49k. Very good indeed. So we'll get out of here. And park up somewhere. So next time we are going to get the soybeans planted. I don't know what that word that was. Planted in field number 2. Sorghum in 6, I think. And yeah, then that's us done for planting, hopefully. Can't see us buying any more fields. We will possibly sell the combine next time. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Be nice to put some of the money to good use. So, yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. Think about subscribing to the channel. And I will see you next time. Take care.